Hello everyone, this is Asclepius with another wonderful story from Fetid Diddy. It's entitled Bluster. It began with a low hum. The schoolmaster's head shook so fast that it appeared to be vibrating. Because the area in which he reverberated was so confined, the violence with which he shook lent to an effect that appeared like slow motion. Beads of sweat shimmered as they filled the air around him like tiny frozen stars. Veins arose and protruded in thick spidery webs across his face and forehead, and blood oozed like sludge from eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. He was a tuning fork made of flesh. A stench like death and vomit emanated from him as his bowels and bladder emptied. Their contents streamed from underneath his robes and fanned out, creating a Rorschach of human waste. A noise that had started as a low hum was now deafening as bolts of energy cracked and whipped about and upon the man. In a sudden crescendo, the schoolmaster's head bulged and then popped. Chunks of flesh and brain and bowels sprayed out in a 360-degree arc, spackling everything around, ceiling, walls, floor, and the 20 or so students still frozen in shock as they looked upon the madness with a mixture of horror, bewilderment, and disgust. The tendrils of energy subsided, and their accompanying wailing ceased. In the back of the room, a young man looked down at his hand, admiring the Sutak's bluster as it dimmed and then went dark. Pocketing the artifact, he pushed open the door at the far end of the room and left. Yeah, and that wasn't disturbing at all, was it? No, not even a little bit. I don't write 'em, I just read 'em. But yeah, a scary story. All right, you are, of course, listening to Podcasts and Poetry on Avatars Radio, Radio of the Avatars. DJ Asclepius here, man in the console, and telling you stories. Okay, here's something a little bit more cheerful for you.
Hi, this is Dom.
This is Dan.
And this is Steve.
And we are
Space Bards.
No, wait, no,
Recap.
No, well, we're Recap and we're Space Bards.
Dan, that's confusing.
Dan, we messed that up. Let's just do that over again.
Who am I?
One more time.
Well, you're listening to Avatars Radio.
Hello everyone, this is Asclepius with another wonderful story from Womby. It is entitled Interview with a Ghost. Background music by Smart Sound. Recently, the rather spoiled son of a local duke announced that he was going to be my apprentice. This came as a surprise to me, as was his announcement that his initial outing would be to interview a ghost, thus making history with his first story. Here is the complete transcript of his interview. Greetings, Ghost. How are you? I'm dead, and it's Sir Ghost to you. I am, or was, a knight. Indeed, of course. How insensitive of me. Tell me, Sir Ghost, what did you do before you became a ghost? I used to be a writer. So now you're a ghost writer. For some reason, the interview appears to have been discontinued at this point. The interview notes were sent to me by a person or persons unknown, and the reporter who conducted the interview has disappeared without trace.